Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Medieval. Last time we completed the Enchanted Earth, and now we're ready to move on to the Pools of the Ancient Dead. Now while I was practicing this, it didn't take me very long to remember why I hated this stage as a kid. It has nothing to do with the enemies, they're nothing really that special. It's really just the stage itself.
Cold and dark and reeking of death. We will remember some ancient battle fought here between the forces of good and the dark armies of Zarok. Now the marshes are full of the restless dead.
Well, I'm not really concerned about the dead. I'm going to put them back to rest in just a minute here. Weapons are useless against the heavy armor of the knights. Don't let them shove you in the swamp. That mud will never come out. So, it's not really the enemies, it's the swamp that's going to probably kill you a lot here. They do give you a health hour at the start here, but I don't need that. Tentacle thing, which I'll kill in just a sec here.
Greetings, stranger. I am the boatman. It is I who ferry lost souls on their final journey to the land of the dead. But oh, have we not met before? Sir Daniel Fortescue. Not you too. Thanks to Zarok's meddlings, I'm up to me eye sockets and lost souls who've woken from the eternal sleep. Business hasn't been this brisk since before they invented sanitation. Look, if you help me to gather up a boatload of 8 lost souls and bring them here, I'll drop you off at the sunken town of Melamede. How's that sound?
Somehow it doesn't feel like it's been very long since I've seen this guy, considering the last thing I played was Shadowgate, but... Anyway, so that gives us our objective for the stage. We have to collect 8 souls for him, and there aren't any extras, there are only 8, so we do have to get them all. This tentacle thing, I'm gonna take out real quick, because it's annoying otherwise. Is it gone? Alright, it's gone. Now here are the heavy armored guys. You can try out all your different weapons, like throwing your axe at him or hitting him with it. Even your projectiles, like crossbow, longbow, flaming longbow, heck, even the spears, heck, even the chicken drumstick. It doesn't turn them into chickens. It's ineffective. Of course, the throwing daggers, that's useless too. But really, the weapon that's going to shine in this stage is the hammer, because you can't kill these guys by just damaging them. You can't even hurt them. But you can knock them around, so if you use something like the hammer, you can kind of push them along, or even better, use the charge up, use the shockwave to push them into the marsh and kill them that way, because just like any other enemy, they die by falling in. So, that's pretty much the way to go. Although technically, I did find that sometimes if I use the throwing daggers are charged up, can sometimes push them a fair amount, or even the crossbow if you're willing to spend a bunch of bolts. But I recommend pretty much not doing that. You could use the enchanted broadsword though. It actually pushes them a fair amount. Maybe not, maybe it doesn't if it's not enchanted, but enchanted at least it's pretty good. But that would run out. I definitely recommend for the most part sticking with the hammer. That will get you through this stage. So that's how we got to fill up our chalice on these guys, is just keep shoving them in the marsh. And luckily, there's a lot of marsh around, so there's a lot of places to knock them in, although that means there's a lot of places that you can fall in as well. You do have these enemies as well, though. If you knock them into the marsh, you can see it doesn't kill them. They can just walk on it just fine. So we will have to kill them in the normal fashion by just bashing their heads in. You got a couple of random tentacle things as well, but I'm not even going to bother with them. Now, you're going to see a lot of these chests in this stage. Be very careful of them. This one does actually have the Cold Katura, which is there to help us again, although it's kind of ineffective because against these guys, he can't hurt them. He'll attack them and it just makes the noise, but they don't even budge. So it's kind of worthless for the stage, to be honest. It can kill those regular enemies, the ones that can live on the marsh. It'll actually damage them. But these heavy armored guys, they're useless. Or it's useless. You will see it should kill that guy there. So at least it kills him. But for these other ones, I recommend either avoiding them or setting them off in the distance, because it's just those shockwave things, which can knock the enemies in, but more likely than not, it's going to knock you in as well. And there's not much land to really work with, so even if you run up against it and try to resist the force of it, it's usually not enough. You're probably going to get knocked in. So I'd say just trigger them from a distance to be safe. Now here's one of the 8 souls that we need to collect, but notice these bridges that we've been walking across. Watch what happens when I collect this. They will just magically disappear, all the ones that are nearby. So you do got to be careful about that. You can kind of maybe plan your route of how you're going to go around and collect the souls in what order so you can maintain the bridges for as long as you can. But for the most part, I'm not going to really worry about that. I'm just going to jump around as need be. And I may fall in once or twice. I would not be surprised if I fell in. I'll try to be at least a little careful, but I do sometimes get a little reckless, and I like to dash jump around a lot as well. So you may see me fall in, but there is at least a fair amount of health to be picked up around here, so I can at least replenish that way. Again, we get another soul, and more of the bridges disappear. At which point, I usually just do something like this, and just dash jump around instead. Let's not forget to get this one way over here. You gotta be careful though, because if you dash jump, sometimes you will overshoot, and then you'll fall into the muck. Now let's live a little dangerous here, and jump over to this little piece of land. Oh, try to sneak up on me. We do need to keep killing as many of those guys that we come across as well, because we need to keep filling that chalice. How's our health? Our health is good. I was going to say gold, and then I decided to say good instead, so I said good. Oh, see there, he did a little belly attack, which I don't even think it hurts me. He just tries to shove me into the muck as well. We'll just shove him first. Let's trigger this one now to be safe. There we go. I'm not even going to look at it. Cool guys, don't look at explosions. Get another soul. This chest here is a regular one and does actually have a silver shield. Oh, and it's going to spawn some more of these guys. Let's see. Have I shown it? I'm not sure if I've shown it or not. Let's see if I can do it again just to be safe here. If you knock him into the marsh, it does not kill them. You can see he'll just stand on it. It doesn't hurt him at all. We do have to actually kill them. Now over here, we have... If I can get into the right position, where do I want to be? I want to be in a safe spot. That's where I want to be. Sometimes you gotta fight with the camera here too, and sometimes it'll do things like that, which can get you killed if you're not careful. You see all these chests over here? Oh, if it would auto aim at least one of them. There we go. You can just set one off and just sit tight over here, because it's gonna cause a chain reaction, and it's gonna set off all the other ones over there. There's like a good 4 or 5 of them. And you saw that it actually did knock some of them into the marsh. So, like I said, you can actually use it to get rid of them, but for the most part, I do it from a distance. There we go. Oh, it didn't trigger one of them. I'm actually kind of surprised. Usually it's enough to trigger all of them. So again, I'm going to just be safe and do it from a distance. As long as I don't directly hit it with my hammer, it wouldn't trigger. The shockwave from the hammer doesn't break them open. But again, I just don't want to accidentally swing at it and kill myself here. Alright, let's go ahead and use that. Grab another one, and you get 3 guesses on what these are going to do as soon as I start moving forward. Yeah, as if that wasn't completely obvious that they were going to start moving. I'm not going to fall for that crap. Get the last soul. It's going to actually close the doors on us. And I'm going to switch to the broadsword because there's going to be a lot of lag. Because it's generating a lot of enemies at once here. But specifically, these guys who throw crap. The regular soldiers. So let's kill them off. And now I can actually just deal with the 4 heavy guys that are left. Sometimes if they group together, it's kind of nice because you can try to shell them all at once. But sometimes it's kind of hard to get your positioning right. So you may just want to focus on just the one at a time. Just to make sure you get them all the way into the muck. So you're not just knocking him around left and right and not getting any progress at all on him. It's a little tedious, but, you know, it'll do it. And actually, for this last guy, to show that you can use the broadsword for it. He's enchanted again. Works pretty well. As soon as you kill all those enemies, the doors will open for you. And actually, now that we've gotten all 8 souls, it's actually going to spawn a new enemy type. You can see those little blue flying knights, which are actually very annoying, but we will need a few of them at least to help collect the chalice. If they come close to you like that, you can jump up in the air like that and attack them, but for the most part, they're just going to be really annoying and they're going to go flying off into the air where you can't really effectively reach them. So that guy here, as soon as I hit him, well, I actually got the double hit, so I'm actually okay. But trust me, they can be really annoying because they fly high up and it's hard to hit them. Now, actually over here, you can dash jump across, get some money, get some health. And actually, ow, besides having a tentacle in our face, we actually get another life bottle. It's actually been a long time since we've gotten one. I believe the last stage was the Scarecrow Fields, if I'm not mistaken. So you actually go quite a bit through the game with just those 5 life bottles, which is enough to get you going. But the next one doesn't happen again for quite a while. See there, he's going to go fly off way up there where my thing can't really target them effectively. So that's why I don't really like them, because they're just annoying like that. Oops, gotta make sure I get actually a full dash off. There we go. The axe is pretty good for taking them out, since it goes straight in a nice long distance. Long enough anyways. Ow. The chicken drumstick does not work against those guys either, I believe. Just kill just a few more and get that chalice. Another weapon that I do like to use against them, though, is the flaming longbow is actually kind of good, because usually once it hits them, they catch on fire, so it kind of stuns them in place, so they can't escape. They can't run away like you know, like the jerks they are. Now, I did get enough of the chalice, but where the heck is it? There it is. Again, living dangerously, doing a bunch of dash jumps. Oh, there we go. I think I almost went in the muck there, but alright, so we got the chalice. We can go ahead and get the heck out of here now. Alright. And we're actually good on the health too. Whoa. Almost committed suicide. I will take that guy out just because he's a jerk. Let's check our gear real quick. I'm not going to need this again for the most part, but I am going to re-enchant this for the hell of it. The shield's pretty good. Throwing daggers, bows. You know, I'm good. I don't have too much money left. A decent amount, but I spent quite a bit the last time, so. Yeah. So you can see here, he got out of range, so screw him. I don't need to kill him anymore. We got the chalice. We got our 8 souls. So let's just get out of here. And we didn't fall in.
How gracious of you. It's a change to meet a polite young skeleton after dealing with those filthy zombie types. Hop aboard.
Makes you automatically jump there. Be kind of funny if you actually had to jump yourself and you were on your last health bar and you accidentally miss and somehow die. Although I guess you're right there, because then he can just take you away again, because now you're dead again. Nothing new from the merchant there. Not the merchant, just the regular gargoyles. Now, if I recall correctly, I should have another choice. The only 2 statues should be Ravenhose again, but I'm going to pass on him because finally, I can get the one weapon that I've been wanting this whole game.
Alright then, man. How you doing? Now then, have you got yourself a magic sword? What? Daniel, man, you can't go into battle against an army of undead without a magic sword. Here, take mine. You'll never have to sharpen another blade, or my name's not Dirk Steadfast. It's not enough just to have a magic shield, you know, no matter what that soft ticky stern card says.
I know I've said it a lot, but I really like the characters in the Hall of Heroes. Daniel, man!
Good lad. Why, I'd sooner go into battle holding a tea tray than carry that weedy Gale's shield of his.
And I like how those two are just like, sword's better, no, shield. Well, if I had to choose, I would take the sword, but why not just have both? But here we get the magic sword, and I like it because it glows blue. And in terms of power, it's at least as strong as an enchanted broadsword, and I'm going to assume stronger than that. And the nice thing is that it's not timed, so pretty much there's no need to use the enchanted broadsword anymore. You can just magic sword your way to victory. Forget the hammer, forget the axe, it's all about the sword now. Or at least that's what I did as a kid. I don't know, I may still end up using the other weapons sometimes. This is going to actually be a very good thing to have for the next stage as well. And we revealed the next stage. Save our progress. And that's going to be it for this part. So we've conquered the pools of the ancient dead, and in the next video we will head on to the lake. So, I'll see you then.